Rock Church, Rock Church, Rock. Rock Church by Langston Hughes. Elder William Jones was one of them rock church preachers who knew how to make the spirit rise and the soul get right. He was a great preacher, was Elder William Jones, but he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to be greater than he was. He wanted to be another Billy Graham or Elmer Gantry or resurrected Daddy Grace. And that's what brought about his downfall. Ambition. Now, Elder Jones, for nearly a year, had been the pastor of one of those little colored churches in the back alleys of St. Louis that was open every night of the week for preaching. Elder Jones always opened up his part of the services with "I'm in his hand," his theme song, and always ended with the same. I'm in his hand, I'm in his hand. I have you know I'm white as snow, sitting in Jesus' hand. Yeah. And with the piano going and tamarines are rocking and people all shouting up on the altar, "Rock Church, rock!" Elder Jones would cry in such intensely lucrative moments. But he wouldn't leave well enough alone. So he got to thinking, now what can I do to get everybody talking about my church? Since his recent sojourn to St. Louis, Elder Jones had been looking for a special female lamb to shelter into his private fold. Out of all the sisters in the church, he had finally chosen Sister Maggie Bradford. Elder Jones confided his personal ambitions to said Sister Maggie Bradford when he woke up one morning to find her by his side. I want to branch out, Maggie, he said. I want to be a really big man. Now what can I do to get the attention of the whole world on me? I mean in a religious way. Finally, Sister Bradford said, "Ooh, Bill Jones, you know something I ain't never forgot that I seen as a child? There was a preacher by the name of Eubanks who one day got himself laid, buried, and rose again from the dead. You know I ain't never forgot that. That's something memorable. Won't you do something like that?" I'm gonna do something better than that. I'm gonna get nailed to the cross. Do Jesus? Bill Jones, you a mess. Now, for the elder to pull off his intended miracle, he had a necessity to take someone else into his confidence. So he picked Brother Hicks, one of the main pillars of the church. But it was too bad that Jones never knew that Hicks, better known as Bulldog, used to be in love with Sister Bradford. Now, Hicks, here where you come in, and you do the nailing. Nobody but you. Put them nails between my fingers and toes. Not through them, but between them, and don't nail too deep. Yeah, I get the job. Well, the church was packed and jammed. Elder Jones had preached a mighty sermon that night. And as hard as it was, the piano tinkled, tambourines rang, hands clapped, Elder Jones and his children sang, I'm in his hand, I'm in his hand, you're never straight on the devil's way, sitting in Jesus' hand. Amen. Well, the truth of the matter is that Hicks got to thinking about Sister Maggie Bradford and how Elder Jones had made his way to being her #1 man. Well, excitement was intense. All went well until the nailing began. Elder Jones removed his shoes and socks, and with his bare-like feet bade farewell to his weeping congregation. Hicks placed the first nail between the big toe and the next toe of the left foot and began to hammer. Now the elder's foot was well strapped down, so he couldn't move it. Finally, the hammer collided with Elder Jones' foot. Bam! Right against his big toe. Oh! Go easy, man! Have mercy on our elder! Shouted the congregation. It was a good thing that the church was full of noise, or they would have heard a strange dialogue. My God, Hicks, what you doing to me, man? I'm nailing you to the cross, Jones, and I mean I'm really nailing. Lord, help me, cried the tortured minister. But Hicks got a great big spike, and he was just about to drive it in when the frightened elder let out a scream that could be heard 2 blocks away. Oh! Now, Sister Bradford began to sense that something wasn't right. So she began to sing, Elder Jones will rise again. Elder Jones will rise again. But nobody would take up the refrain to help her carry it on. Meanwhile, Brother Hicks lifted the hammer again, but the elder spat right in his face. He not only spat, but he suddenly called his deacon a name unworthy of man or beast. And out of this mortal anguish, she said, Sister Bradford, get me down from here. Get me down from here. But Sister Bradford was covered with confusion. You really wants me to get you down from there? Yes. Did you hear me call on you 20 times or more to get me down from here? I said, get me down from here. The words that came off of that cross were not to be found in the Bible. You'll never crucify my elder. Never! Energetically, she began to cut the straps that bound the poor reverend. Soon poor Jones slid to the floor, and his feet so sore from the hammer's blows he couldn't even walk without help. Lord, just let me at Hicks. Just let me at Hicks, he said as he hobbled away under the protecting arms of Sister Maggie Bradford. Well, Hicks stood back, the crowd murmured, and the minister made his exit, thus ending the ambitious career of Elder William Jones. He never did pastor in St. Louis again, nor did he follow Hicks. He just snuck away for parts unknown.
Woo! Hallelujah!